Drill 11. Slow motion, perfect technique. In slow motion, common faults are often exaggerated and should be more easily identified by the coach. Pay particular attention to individual athletes on this drill. All of the previous considerations and principles apply. This drill should not be done with equipment as this aids their performance.
Spider-Man with T-spine rotation. From a press-up position, the swimmer brings one leg up into a split stance position. In this position, the rear leg is straight, with the weight pushed back through the heels. The hips are low. The leading leg is positioned in such a way that the foot is facing forward and that the knee is directly above the ankle. The hands are under the shoulders. During the rotation, the swimmer rotates towards the knee, pointing the hand directly towards the ceiling. Side angle pose. In a standing position, the swimmer must set their feet wide enough so as they lunge to the side, the knee does not pass beyond the toes. As a point of reference, the knee must be directly above the ankle of the foot on the same side. The elbow is placed lightly on the knee to provide support. The opposite arm is then raised up towards the ceiling and then at an angle in order to get the stretch down the side of the body. To increase the stretch, the swimmer must attempt to extend their hand up towards the ceiling as far as possible while maintaining correct alignment. Band Russian twist. With the swimmer in a standing position, feet directly under hips and facing forward, knees in line with feet, and hips in a pelvic neutral position. The shoulders are stacked directly on top of the hips. The movement begins with the swimmer performing a large semicircular motion in front of the body. The swimmer should attempt to perform as large a range of movement as possible. However, the hips must always remain facing forwards. If you see the hips moving from side to side, this is a good indication that the swimmer has rotated too far. Windmills. With the swimmer in a prone face-down position, legs squeezed together and into streamline, hips are positioned into a pelvic neutral position, chest and forehead are flat on the floor, shoulders are set back and down, one hand is placed in the small of the back, with one hand placed lightly behind the head, elbows are raised as high as possible. The initial movement begins with both arms extending, the upper arm extending overhead, with the lower arm extending towards the feet. The arms then continue to perform a large semicircular movement. So the arm glute bridge, adductor brace. While on the floor, the swimmer adopts a spinal neutral position. Feet are placed hip-width apart, with the knees aligned with the feet. A foam roller is placed between the knees. While maintaining a neutral spine, the hips are raised as high as possible. The swimmer must squeeze the foam roller between the knees in order to increase activation of the deep core musculature and adductors.